Hello my students, how are you? Today we'll solve model number 5 math questions bank from الدقهليه government. Question number 1, the least common multiplication of the denominators of two fractions 1 over 3 and 5 over 9 is 9 because 9 can divide it by 3. Then the least common multiplication between two denominators here will be 9. And 1 plus 5 over 8 plus 2 over 3, we can write the least common multiplication between two denominators here equal 24. And then you can write the result 1 plus 5 over 8 plus 2 over 3. 1 plus 24 here and 24 in the numerator. 3 times 4, 3 times 8 equal 24. Then 2 times 8 equals 16. 8 times 3 equal 24 and 3 times 5 equal 15. Then we can write 1 and 24 in the numerator. 16 plus 15, 6 plus 5, 11, 1 and the carry of 1, 2 plus 1 equal 3. 31 divided by 24, 31 greater than 24. Then you can write 1 here and convert 31 over 24 from improper to mixed number. Write 1 here and 24 in the numerator, and 31 minus 24 equal what? Equal 7. Then the result will be 1 plus 1 equal 2, and we have 7 over 24 in the numerator. Then the result will be 2 and 7 over 24. Choose letter C. 2 multiplication 3 over 6. We know 3 over 6 equal half. 2 multiplication 3 over 6, it's meaning 2 multiplication by half. 2 times half equal 1. Choose letter A. 2 over 3 multiplication 5 over 11 and 2 over 3. Which greater than? First we can sample this example. 2 over 3 multiplication by 15 over 11. We know 3 divided by 3 equal 1 and 15 divided by 3 equal 5. Then 2 times 5 equal 10 and 1 times 11 equal 11. Which greater, 10 over 11 or 2 over 3? We can combine between them by find the least multiplication about two denominator here, or the product of streams equal product of means. We know 3 times 10 equals 30. And 11 times 2 equal 22. Then 33 will be greater than. We must choose letter A. Question number 5. The area of rectangle whose dimensions is 3 and 1 over 3.5 centimeter equal square centimeter. We know the area of rectangle equal length times width. 3.5 multiplication by 3. 3.5 multiplication by 3. We know 3.5, it's meaning 3 plus half. Multiplication by 3 using distributive properties to find the area. 3 times 3 equal 9. And 3 times half equal 3 over 2. 3 over 2, it will be what? It will be 1.5. Then you can add them. 9 plus 1.5 equal 10.5 square centimeter. Okay. You can solve this example another method by converting from improper or from mixed number to improper. Write 2 here. 2 times 3 equals 6 plus 1 equals 7. And then multiplication by 3. And 3 times 7 equals 21. 21 divided by 2. It will be what? Write 2 in the numerator. 21 divided by 2 equals 10. And the remainder 1. The result will be 10.5 square centimeter. As you like. You have here 2 methods to find the area about rectangle length multiplication by width. The result will be 10.5. Choose letter C. Question 6. The isosceles triangle has one axis of symmetry. Isosceles triangle. The isosceles triangle has one axis of symmetry. Question 7. The circular degree that matches a fraction here of the circle shaded part. How many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have here how many parts, but this part color 2 parts. two parts colored from how many parts here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 over 6 multiplication by 360. Okay, because we have here two shaded parts. 2 over what? 2 over 6 multiplication by 360. Okay, 360 divided by 6 equals 60. 60 times 2 equal 120 degree. 120 degree. Okay, the result will be letter D. Question number 2. Complete the following. The estimation of third plus 5 over 9 is half. Is called space estimation. Asked about overestimation or underestimation here. We must combine between half and actual number. We know 1 over 3 plus 5 over 9. We can write here this multiplication. We know this multiplication between 9 and 3 equal 9. 9 divided by 3 equal 3 times 1 equal 3. 9 divided by 9 1. 1 times 5 equal 1. Then the result will be 8 over 9. And we must combine between actual number and the estimation. He tells us the estimation will be half here. So which greater, 8 over 9 or 1 over 2? You must do least common multiplication between two denominator here, or using the product of extremes equal product of means. This property about two proportional. But proportional here, 9 times 1 equal 9, or 2 times 8 equals 16. Or ask yourself, 8 is nearest to 9 by using benchmarks. It's nearest to 1. So 8 over 9 greater than half, or using this method, the product of extremes equals the product of means. 2 times 8 equals 16 and 9 times 1 equals 9. Then 8 over 9 is greater than. So the estimation here will be underestimation. It will be what? Underestimation here. We must write word here underestimation. Okay? Underestimation. Another example here, question number 2 is the equation r subtract 1 and 2 over 7 equal 5 and 1 over 7, the value of r equal. R subtract by 1 and 2 over 7, it will be 5 and 1 over 7. Then r will be 5 and 1 over 7 plus 1 and 2 over 7. Then r will be, can add them, right? 5 plus 1 equals 6 and 1 plus 2 equals 3. The result will be 6 and 3 over 7. It's the value of unknown r here. Write this number. Question number 3. In the number line, if the point B represents the number 5 and point C represents the number 7. Point C represents 7. Then the distance between B and C, we can find the distance between B and C by find the difference between absolute value about first and second, or you can draw a number line here. We have here 5, 6, 7. Point P here and point 7 in the point C. The distance between them, it will be 2 units. Okay, 2 units. Question number 4. The division problem, which illustrates the following situation. 4 children share 3 apples equality. We can divide it apples to all the students or children. So we must divide 3 apples by 4 children. 3 divided by 4. 2 over 3 of 6 squares equals space squares. 2 over 3 of 6, it's meaning 2 over 3 multiplication by 6. 2 over 3 multiplication by 6. 6 divided by 3 equal 2. 2 times 2 equal 4. 2/3 of 6 squares, it's meaning 4 squares. 4 squares. Okay? Again, 2 over 3 of 6 squares, it's meaning 2 over 3 multiplication by 6. It will be 4 squares. The cylinder has space faces. Cylinder has 2 faces. You know cylinder? We called it cylinder. Cylinder has 2 faces. Okay? Write 2 here. 2 faces. We call 2 bases or 2 faces. Okay? The decimal form, the object shaded part is decimal here, 3 over 10. It will be 0.3. He asked about decimal number. The triangle of side 7, 5, 8 is called space triangle. We have here scaling triangle. All angles will be equal, will be difference in the measure, and all the sides will be difference in length. Scaling, okay, scaling triangle. We have here scaling triangle, okay, because all sides are different, 7, 5, 8 difference, so we called it scaling triangle, a scaling triangle, okay. But all sides, if all sides are equal in length, we call it equilateral. We have equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle if all sides equal in length, and we called it isosceles if we have two sides equal in length. Okay, we have equilateral if all sides equal in length. Scaling, such as this example, we must write scaling triangle because all sides are different in the length. Question number 3 is fraction 5/8 nearest to benchmark it's what nearest to half, because half of 8 equal 4 and 5 nearest to half of denominator. 5/8. If you want to find the estimation about 5/8 by using benchmarks, you must find the half of denominator and ask yourself 5 nearest to 0 or half of denominator or nearest to this number. We must choose half because 5 nearest to half of denominator. Half of denominator here will be 4, then 5 will be nearest to half of denominators. So the estimation about 5/8 equal half, because half nearest to half of denominator, it will be 4/8. 5/8 nearest to 4/8, so it's nearest to half. Okay. If 4 and m/12 is more than 4.5, then estimation of m equal more than half of 12 here equals 6, which result here greater than 6, it will be 7. Okay, again my students, again you must thinking about this example. We have 4 and m/12 more than 4.5. We know the least common multiplication between 2 and 12, it will be 12. 2 times 6 equals 12, 1 times 6 equals 6. Then we must write here 7 because 7 more than 6. Question 3. Third divided by 5. We must convert, in this example, convert division and write the inverse about number 5 here. It will be 1/5, then 1 times 1 equal 1 and 3 times 5 equal 15. The result will be 1/15. Letter D. Each of 8 people had a quarter of B. To find the total the P's that were distributed, we use space. We must use here division because we have how many? We have 4. Look at here. If the 8 people had a quarter B, so 8 multiplication by 4 to multiplication. He asked about relation by 8 peoples and a quarter B. We can find the number of B by multiplication 8 by 4. It will be 2B. Okay, 2B. Then we must choose letter A, multiplication. We use the here multiplication. Let's see, gets angle equal 90. It will be right. Again, my students, I will explain it. The triangle whose measure of its greatest angle equal 90 degrees, we called it right angle. The greatest angle right, then this triangle will be right angle triangle. Question number 6. The volume of the opposite figure we can count here or cube. We have here, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will be 8. The y coordinate in the order here will be 5. First x and second y. x and y. Asked about y coordinate, we can write 5. Answer the following here. Salma owns a farm. 1/10. The crop is used for food and 2/5 for making tea. What fraction only which represents the part of the farm's crop used for food and tea? We can add them to find the total. We asked about what? Look at here. The part of the farm's crop used for food and tea. We have 1/10 used to food and 2/5 used for making a tea. We can add them 1/10 and 2/5. The least common multiplication between them equal 10. 10 can be divided by 5. 10 divided by 10 equal 1. 1 times 1 equal 1. 10 divided by 5 equal 2. 2 times 2 equal 4. The result will be 5/10. So it will be 1/2. Okay, the result will be half. The present the part of the farm's crop used for food and tea. Farm. Question here. Ahmed walks around the perimeter of the garden 3 days a week. The perimeter of the garden is 2.1/3 kilometers. What is the total distance that Ahmed walks every week? Okay. Again, Ahmed walks around the perimeter of garden 3 days a week. 3 days a week. The perimeter of the garden was 2.3 kilometers. It's a perimeter about what? About rectangle or around the garden. The perimeter was 2.3 kilometers. What is the total distance that Ahmed walked every week? Every week, Ahmed walks around the perimeter of the garden 3 days a week. Okay, 3 days. Then the perimeter or the distance that Ahmed walks every week will be what? Right, the distance will be 3 multiplication by the perimeter or around in 1 day. He will around 2.3 kilometers in 1 day. So the distance will be 3 times 2 and 1/3 because he around this distance in 1 day, and in 3 days it will be what? 3 times 2 and 1/3 because he moving around the garden 3 days a week. Okay, 3 times 1/3, right? 3 multiplication, right? 3 in the meter. 2 times 3 equals 6 plus 1 equals 7. We can cancel 3 divided by 3 equals 1. 1 times 7 equals 7. Then the distance will be 7 kilometers. Then Ahmed will move around the garden every week 7 kilometers. Okay, locate the following point on the coordinate plane and connect the points in order A and B and C and D. What is the name of the resolution geometric figure? We have here x coordinate and y coordinate. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. First order A, 4 and 7. 4 and up 7 here. It was A. And B, 4 and 10. 4 here going to 10. 8, 9, 10. Okay, going from the number to 10. Okay, going to 10. It will be B. B, 4 and 10. E and B. And C, 7 and 10. 7 and 10. C. Moving from C, 7 to 10. And 7 to 7. D here we have. The shape here is square because all sides equal length. We called it what? Square. Find the unknown dimension of the corresponding figure. We have here 3, height and width 2 centimeter, and we want to find the length. He gives us the volume here. To find the length, you must divide it, the volume, by multiplication height by width, and he gives us here 72 over height with 3 multiplication width 2. It will be 72 over 6 equal 12 centimeter. So the length will be 12 centimeter. It's the end of questions. Okay, goodbye.